what type of economy we have to be living in for 17,000 people to lose their job overnight. There was no agreement for Spirit Airlines to be bailed out, and they closed effective immediately. Effective immediately. 34 years in operation, no incidents in 34 years. This was an airline that provided, cheaper tickets for families to be able to travel, for certain demographics to be able to travel, and overnight it's just gone. 17,000 people just lost their job in this economy. Do you know what that is going to do? I just need y'all to really think about this. Really think about this. Right?
Well, I would say that for the most part, a lot of the times,
Y'all, do you
a lot of the times, like Spirit was uncomfortable, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, and that's just something personal that I had to say. It was just on my mind. But yeah, I am sad that a lot of people lost their jobs, and it seems like it just happened out of nowhere, right? And who knew? I didn't know. I'm in my 30s. I didn't know the Spirit was alive for not alive, but in business for 35 years. I didn't know that. I never knew that. I didn't know the Spirit was alive. And then when I was a kid, we ain't fly like that. I didn't fly till I got my first year of college or high school. My 12th grade year, I didn't fly. So it's crazy, man, that so many people lost their jobs so sparingly. But I would say that if you are a flight attendant or you are a pilot, you would have the credentials to go and get another job with another airline. You can get pretty much any job, especially if you held down an airline job for a long time. That should be pretty good on a resume. So I would say just it's just time to hustle, and it sucks though, man, because it just seems like the economy is just crashing down on every single level. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seems like things are just crashing down, man. But as Americans, we got to just get through it some type of way, man. And the tickets were cheap. I would say I've flown Spirit a few times, but see, I'm tall, I'm 6'5", so I have to have space. So I will either have to do first class or I got a trick for y'all. You go and get, I don't want to blow up the spot, but the trick is get the exit door for my tall guys and ladies out there. Get the exit door where you'll have a lot more space. But it was it was a good option for people who didn't want to spend a lot of money on plane tickets. And it sucks, man.
Spirit Airlines has officially shut down. But what you may not know is that they had to give the United States government the middle finger during these talks of a $500 million bailout because the U.S. was on some mess. And so here's what two things occurred that made them turn down the $500 million bailout. Number one, the U.S. government said, we want to take 90% of your stocks as we give you this $500 million bailout and then convert half of your fleet into military planes. Huh? Huh? Are we doing that bad in Iran that we need? Okay, no. So Spirit Airlines said, you can go ahead and sit on it and rotate. We're not doing that. And then the second thing that came out was, well, fine, if we give you this money, y'all have to pay us back first. Is the U.S. government that broke? We pining for $500 million. Trump just took $10 billion for his board of peace. Why y'all worried about $500 million? But Spirit was like, no, that's not how business works. We're a publicly traded company. We have to pay our investors first. Y'all don't have to wait. And the United States is like, no, we have priority because we're giving you the bailout. And they're like, no, this.
Well, I would say it's not a surprise that Spirit would need a bailout because the tickets were just so cheap. And then you got a lot of layovers and stuff too. It just wasn't a good experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't say it's a horrible experience, but like I said, I'm a big guy. So it's like, I can't really fly Spirit, man. But I didn't know that this was going on behind the scenes. And it's deep though, because it seems like it's a trickle down effect with the entire economy. Like I said, man, it's crazy.
Goes back to the Ford company, like, this doesn't work. We need to pay our investors. And so the United States government was like, well, no, if you don't pay us, we don't give you money. And Spirit said, y'all have a good day. And they shut down after 34 years. And this is really sad, y'all, because the only real reason Spirit Airlines had to shut down is because of the war in Iran. This is literally because of the Trump administration's decisions. They forced them to shut down because the oil prices went through the roof, because we attacked Iran for no reason, and they closed the Strait of Hormuz in retaliation of our attack.
Well, I don't think it was for no reason because at the end of the day, it's a lot going on with that war, and like I said, man, it's just like and I wonder if the Spirit Airlines employees were, given a notice as far as like a couple months notice to go ahead and look for another job. Hopefully they would, and hopefully some of the longtime employees that were on salary got a severance package or something like that. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a far reach, but hopefully Spirit took care of their employees, especially like their long-standing employees. Hopefully they took pretty good care of them.
Conspiracy theorists leave the room. Spirit Airlines shutting down abruptly was not a mistake. It's a strategic plan. They are making the world less affordable. Sooner or later, the only people that will really be able to enjoy life are middle class and upper class people. The poor won't be able to do nothing but work. Just think about it. Spirit Airlines was one of the most affordable and cheapest airlines to take for people on a budget. Watch how they raise the prices of airplane tickets. Watch how travel fees exceed what the lower class can afford to pay. They don't want you in the sky, taking trips, enjoying your time, okay? They want you on the ground working, not in the sky. It don't stop there. For the past 5-10 years, they have been taking everything that's affordable and making it high and unobtainable. Before long, they're gonna take away Dollar General, Family Dollar, anywhere you can shop that's for the lower class, they're gonna take it away. They're gonna make it harder for the lower class people to live. I'm telling y'all. You want my advice? Get you some money, save you some money, don't spend your money for the next 5 years. Okay?
Yeah,
we need to see where the world is going because Spirit Airlines shutting down, it was not a coincidence. It was not a mistake. It's a strategic plan and they doing it in sections. Okay? Pay attention.
Well, I would say, big dog, a Spirit Airline ticket, you still got Frontier, American, United. You still got a lot of different other airlines that you can fly. And I would say, like, say for instance, if you were going from here to Vegas, that would be like on Spirit 140. But still, you still got your baggage fees, your extra taxes. See, that's the reason why I did fly Spirit too, because it be cramped up, and then they got all these extra fees. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just like I Spirit just wasn't for me. But I see what he's saying as far as like life is getting more expensive. Life is getting more expensive, but at the same time, just because I feel like just because life is getting more expensive, the opportunities aren't drying up. You see what I'm saying? Because I look at it, you have to look at things from an abundance mindset, right? So this door closes, it's a lot of people on this planet. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that we just have to, as Americans, take the time to be more creative, upgrade our skills, and just get back to work. Like, don't focus on the negative stuff. I would say, especially as a father, I have to be positive. You see what I'm saying? Because I have people that look up to me. So therefore, it's like, let's just be positive and focus on upgrading ourselves as much as we can. I don't really have the time to worry about certain things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just ain't got the time. Like, as far as like things are so expensive, you ain't got the time to worry about certain things, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Spirit closing. It is unfortunate, and I wish those employees, those 17,000 people, I wish them nothing but the best. They will find something and land on their feet strong, man. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Like, and let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. I definitely will be back. Come check me out. I'll see y'all on the next video. Let's get it.